Hi, in this video I will show you the first confirmed England players, but also why there will be at least one member of the new generation World 11. The first confirmed player is the defender Busby, who appeared in Chapter 329 in the England vs France match, where he tried to stop Loki from scoring a goal, as you see in pictured left. We know him from the Neo Egoist League, where he played for Team England as player Manshine City. Two more Manshine City players appear in the same match before Loki shoots at goal, and it is the player Young, which is confirmed by the name on the jersey, but also a player who has exactly the same appearance as the player Arthur, who played the same team as the other two players in the Neo Egoist League. The last confirmed England player to play against France is goalkeeper Rooke, judging by his appearance and also by the name on his jersey. Before we get into the other players, it is necessary to mention two confirmed England players, which are world-class strikers Chris Prince and Adam Blake. However, these players cannot be part of the England team because this is the Under-20 World Cup and Adam Blake is 26 years old and Chris Prince is now 28 years old. Since all four of these players appeared on the same Manshine City team in the Neo Egoist League, there is a good chance that other players from that team, such as Driver, Swift, Damon and Agi, are also part of the English team. From Loki's counterattack against England, which identified four players, we didn't see the central defender Damon, who was always the closest to the goalkeeper in the Neo Egoist League images. Even from the match against Team Germany in Neo Egoist League, we see that he is not part of the players in front of the opponent's goalkeeper when taking a corner, and then he is in defense when Kaiser starts a counterattack. This information shows us that he will probably not be part of the starting lineup of England and will be replaced by another player. Because Lorenzo is confirmed as the best central defender under 20 years old, it doesn't make more sense to add another central defender from New Generation World 11, because he would automatically be the weakest of all. However, if I look at the results of Group A after 2 rounds, we see that the England defense only conceded 3 goals while the Japanese defense conceded 4 goals against the same opponents, and Japan have top defenders and goalkeeper compared to players like Busby, Young or Rooke, who are worse than all the players of the Japanese team. Therefore, I believe that the new player in defense that we do not know must be very good, just like Charles, even if he is not a member of the New Generation World 11, which are the 11 greatest talents. Personally, I believe we will see a player who will have an overview of the field using metavision like Oliver Aiku, but will also have the strength abilities of Neo and a height 195 centimeters like Ryu, who went to head a corner kick, and that is why we did not see him during Loki's counterattack. Before we start predicting other players, it is necessary to eliminate one more player from the starting lineup because, like the already eliminated Damon, he lost his place in the competition with Blue Lock players in the Neo Egoist League, as we will now show. In the first match of the Neo Egoist League, both players played against Team Germany. But in the second match against Team France, Damon was replaced in the lineup by Neo. In the third match against Team Italy, the situation changed and Damon again played in the starting lineup where still all other Manshine City players, including Driver. On the last day of the Neo Egoist League against Team Spain, Damon is no longer in any of the pictures, and Neo is back in the defensive position alongside Busby and Young. This confirms why Damon should not be part of the starting lineup again. Also in the same picture we see that Hiragi has also been included in the lineup, and the one he replaced is Driver, which is also confirmed by the moment in the match where we see that he is playing in the midfield close to Busby, which is the position that Driver had. I believe the remaining Swift and Agi will be members of the starting lineup, because like the other confirmed England players, have played all time in the matches of the Neo Egoist League. We see that the positions conquered by the Blue Lock players are the same as those where we can expect new players, and perhaps the author already had a certain idea of the England team at that time. It is necessary to add that Swift and Agi's nationality has never been confirmed, so it is possible that Agi could represent another country. However, from a story perspective, I don't think that will happen. Now we will focus on new players who will probably belong to the previously mentioned English top clubs in manga such as Manshine United, Arsenal, Livers, Chelsea, and the last player could be from another competition as the team star and key player. In Chapter 153, we are introduced to the fact that one of the main weapons that the English League is known for is prodigious speed. These are the skills we would expect from a winger and would also mean an opponent for Chigiri in the match. The same type is Leydon, who was featured for France. When we go back to the match where Loki runs through the middle of the England defense, we see no quick player chasing him, and therefore it is now unlikely that there could be a new generation member or world-class player on the wings who dominates with his speed as Loki. Therefore, I believe that like Leydon in the France team, there will be wings who will use their speed, technique, and cross to tall players like Agi. Since they should not be key players, they will probably come from less presented clubs in manga like Livers and Manshine United. The second known weapon of players in the English League are rushing abilities. Goals are stolen by brute force and physical capabilities reign supreme. This second ability should be dominated by a new defender and defensive midfielder with excellent physical abilities. Agi also fulfills both confirmed abilities with his height and speed, but he does not have the quality of Blue Lock's top players, although it must be said that he probably did not have to show everything in the Neo Egoist League, because the team mainly focused on developing the potential of new players. Now let's explain why we should expect two new generation World 11 players like Kaiser and Lorenzo in these two positions. Or even a world-class player who, like Loki or Bunny, is also a new generation World 11 member. England, like Japan, won over Nigeria by 4 goals difference, something no other team in the tournament could do. And it is important noting that Nigeria is also confirmed as the strongest team in Africa. In contrast, Italy have confirmed Don Lorenzo, who is a member of the new generation World 11, and also the best central defender in the tournament and is known for his attacking attacks. Of course, the lineup will be stronger because it will also include other players from the Italian league who do not play for Ubers. However, according to the table, Italy is in a group with an African team, Cameroon, which must be weaker than Nigeria, because Nigeria won the African tournament under 20 years old. We even see from the results that Italy won by only 1 goal difference over Honduras and then drew against Cameroon or Iran. This suggests that adding a player like Lorenzo in the defensive position is not enough for the performances presented by England so far. Even Germany with Michael Kaiser and Alexis Ness did not achieve such a goal difference in a group where they do not have such strong competition as the confirmed strongest team of the tournament, France, and the strongest team in Africa, Nigeria. And we can expect that the strength of Germany will be at least like the players of bastard Manshine U20 in the Neo Egoist League, which will be supplemented by a few of the best players of German clubs, including the players of the confirmed biggest rival from Berserk Dortmund. The same applies to Spain, which even has Bunny, who is confirmed as a player who plays regularly for the main team of Barça, and not for the U20 teams like Kaiser or Lorenzo. England has better results in this group than Japan, which has 2 people who are confirmed by manga that in a duel or overall skills they will beat Kaiser or Lorenzo, unless it is a competition in individual skills. And there is no player in the Japanese team who would have the quality of NPC players such as Busby or Young. According to the results shown, 2 members of the new generation World 11 like Kaiser and Lorenzo are offered to the team to have sufficient quality. Personally, I think we will get another player at the level of Charles who will be typologically a midfielder more focused on the back like Declan Rice, and because he is an Arsenal player like Hugo, he knew his quality and was able to limit his game even though he is a worse player. The last player to be a member of the team will be a member of the new generation World 11, and the first world-class midfielder who will be a more offensive type and will add the necessary quality to both defense and attack. Personally, I believe that he will be inspired by Jude Bellingham because the author often mentions the Team Real in the manga but also Berserk Dortmund. Also, the world-class players in Nell showed a completely different quality than players like Kaiser or Lorenzo. I would be very happy if you express in the comments what your prediction is or what team you would like next. Also, if you liked the video, I would be happy if you gave it a like.